Good morning. Being the father of a daughter is absolutely rewarding, and in moments can be absolutely challenging. I'm sure you could say that about being the father of a boy. I just have I have daughters, and my 3-year-old is a little princess, and sometimes she seems like an exorcist. You know, last night, me and her are getting ready to go to bed, lights are off, turn the nightlight on. Grandmother had been out at a friend's house, and so normally George, the Chowini, sleeps with her and Gigi and Poppy, right? So Gigi gets home and comes upstairs. It's like, I don't know, 10-ish, maybe a little after, and she comes up and to get George. Well, for whatever reason, that triggers my daughter to want her Gigi, and so when Gigi leaves the room, this turned into a total meltdown. I'm talking screaming, bloody murder, which that noise is intense. Like, I think, don't they use like loud sounds for not interrogation, but for what's the word? Torture. Torturing people with like loud noises. It's disorienting, just like it is having a 3-year-old scream at the top of her lungs in your ear. It gets me all like, oh my god, and nothing I say was doing anything good. It wasn't helping. So this lasted for what felt like forever. I don't know, 30 minutes, maybe an hour. And then finally, I mean, she's getting off the bed, just on the floor screaming, gets back on the bed screaming. I mean, I think I yelled at her a couple times, telling her that this is unacceptable. It's like, I don't know what to do here. So I just laid there. I let her scream, and I'm having weird thoughts now. This is making me feel negative and down, and like, it doesn't feel good when your child is like, I don't want you. Ah, it's like, God, to have your child say that to you, it doesn't feel very good. So I let this happen for a while, and finally I'm just like, are you ready to cuddle me? I'm ready to cuddle you. You ready to cuddle me? And she's still kind of crying, and then she crawls up and cuddles me, and she just had that little whimper, and she fell asleep just whimpering. I'm just like, man, now I can't go to sleep. So I laid there. I was getting some good cuddles at that point, but man, it's and I even told her too while we were laying there. I'm like, if you could act like you love and miss, me and your mother as much as you do your Poppy and Gigi, that would feel wonderful. Oh man, that was exhausting. You get those cute moments of cuddles, and even like this morning. In the morning, I usually get the best cuddles. She kicked the blanket off of her. So at one point early this morning, it's probably like 5. She had kicked the covers off, and she was cold. She comes cuddling up, and I feel her. Her whole body's cold, like cold. I'm like, damn, girl. Pull the blankets up, get nice and cuddled, and that felt good. I love those moments. Oh, it's exhausting having those other moments. Those crazy. They seem like they're just like an exorcist. It's wild. I don't know if boys get like that. If it's girls, I don't know. But those moments, either way, are challenging. The other thing, yesterday, my dog had some blood in her poop. So this morning I didn't see any, although her poop did seem a little off-colored. So I'm actually watching the clock, so I can take her to the vet, get her poop tested, just make sure nothing serious is going on. I'm hoping that it may have just been something she ate. that caused that. So yeah, man, I feel extra exhausted this morning from last night. I'm not sure if I have any words of wisdom on this other than, we get tested, all the time, especially by people that we love the most. It's funny how that works. But we all have our moments. I just think I probably have my male adult version of those kind of meltdowns at times. Now that I'm sober, they're probably going to be fewer and further in between. So I guess that's a good thing. Well, let's send some positive vibes from my dog, and let's hope that my daughter wakes up in a much better mood, because there's times where she's had those nasty meltdowns. I took her to a friend's house, and her and his son were playing, and I was like, yeah, I can stay over. We can do a sleepover. This will be fun. And she was in his room. They wouldn't sleep. They're just talking. So finally, I told her if she's not going to lay down and go to sleep, I'm going to take her, and she's going to come sleep with me. Well, she wasn't listening. So when I took her to the other room, it turned into one of those exorcism type bloody murder screaming nights. Well, now I'm embarrassed. I'm in someone else's house. I got my daughter screaming at the top of her lungs, and I was like, you know what? I'm just leaving. I can't do this. This is embarrassing. I don't know what to do. I can't manage my child. I'm like, I don't know what to do. So we go to the car. I couldn't get her in the car seat. And the lights are on because the door is open, and I'm like, people are gonna think I'm hurting my kid. So I shut the door. My daughter's in the floorboard just throwing a fit. I'm sitting in the back seat trying to get her in the car seat, just shaking my head like, I don't know what to do. Finally get her in the car seat, falls asleep on the way home. The next day, she's all like it never happened, right? And I remember asking her, I'm like, do you remember having that meltdown last night? And she laughed, and she's like, yeah. I'm like, that's not funny. That was exhausting. And she just laughed it off. Kids. Well, have a great day.